The Angels will not be trading Shohei Ohtani to the Dodgers, and it's a big mistake. That's coming up next on Dodgers Dugout. Hey, what up, Dodgers Nation? D-Mac here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. If you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to the Dodgers Nation YouTube channel for all latest Dodgers news and rumors all season long. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content and you really want to support the channel, smash that like button. And as always, I'm with your takes down below in the comments section. Today's Dodgers Nation question of the day: what are your thoughts on the Angels refusing to trade Shohei Ohtani to the Dodgers, not even listening to offers? Let me know down below. And for all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. Now, if you're a Dodgers fan that dreams of Shohei Ohtani in Dodger blue, that dream is going to have to wait. That earliest the Dodgers could get Shohei Ohtani is going to be in the offseason when they can sign him as a free agent, because MLB insider Jon Heyman, he's reporting that the Angels will not consider trading Ohtani to the Dodgers. No matter what package, what prospects they include, the Angels refuse to send him to the Dodgers. Jon Heyman said on Bleacher Report, quote, "I would put it closer to 25% that he could be traded from the Angels. Would they trade him to the Dodgers? No. I spoke with somebody with the Dodgers. They realized he's not getting traded to the Dodgers. Even if you think that he could sign long-term with the Dodgers, the Angels owner Artie Moreno is not going to do that. He may ultimately trade him, but I do not see him being traded to the Dodgers." Now, do I believe this report? I 100% do. Why? Because Artie Moreno hates the Dodgers more than he hates losing. That is how much he hates the real baseball team in Los Angeles. He wants to be the Dodgers so bad. Why else would he change his team name from the Anaheim Angels to the Los Angeles Angels? That is not a part of Los Angeles. He wishes he had a sustainable winner, a team that is one of the model franchises in the sport. So, of course, he's not going to trade Shohei Ohtani, a once-in-a-sport player, to the Dodgers, where one, he can help them win a World Series this year, and two, will probably end up long-term. So this doesn't come as a surprise to me, because it is noted Dodgers hater Artie Moreno. He would rather trade his grandma in the Big A outside of Angels Stadium before he would trade Shohei Ohtani to the Dodgers. But you know what they say? Emotions are the enemy of good decision-making, and that's a bad decision because, one, the Dodgers have 9 top 100 prospects. You could get the biggest haul with the most quality players back in return. That's one. Two, why would you want this information out there? Why would you want teams knowing that, hey, the Dodgers aren't in it, so you don't have that leverage? You don't build the biggest bidding war that you possibly can. And then there's also the fact that this could actually help the Dodgers in the long run, because Jon Heyman, he would go on to say, long-term, I do believe the Dodgers have an excellent chance to land Ohtani, as do a lot of teams on the West Coast. San Francisco, San Diego, they'll all be in there pitching him to sign. It'll be interesting to see in free agency. So what'd you not hear there? You didn't hear the Angels name. He's not going to be re-signing with the Angels. So if you're Artie Moreno, why not play some 4D chess? Why not try to gut the Dodgers before he goes to another franchise, doesn't sign with them, and signs with the Dodgers, and they have all their prospects remaining? So if I was Artie Moreno, I would say, hey, if I want to be the Dodgers, why don't I get the Dodgers prospects? Why don't I get the players that were scouted and drafted and developed by the Dodgers? That makes the most sense to me, but this is Artie Moreno we're talking about. This is a petty, stubborn owner that would not trade Ohtani to the Dodgers because of geography, because of their proximity to your franchise, because of the fact that you are jealous that this will always be a Dodger town. That will never change. The Dodgers are one of the historic franchises, not just in Major League Baseball, but in all of professional sports. And on top of that, there is no rivalry between the Dodgers and the Angels. When you ask a Dodger fan who's their biggest rival, they say the Giants. If you want to go deeper than that, they might say the Cardinals. They might say the Yankees. They might say the Padres for a week, maybe that's it, until they went back to being little brother once again. But really, the Dodgers' only rival is the San Francisco Giants. You have other teams out there. The Yankees historically, of course, they've met in the World Series 11 times, but still, it's the Dodgers and the Giants. No one cares about the Angels if you're a Dodgers fan. I never heard Dodgers fans say they hate the Angels. I don't hate the Angels. I have nothing against the Angels. They're in the American League. They won one World Series Series in 2002. They've been largely irrelevant since. They've never had one winning season with Shohei Ohtani. Not only have they not made the postseason with Shohei Ohtani, they've never had a winning season. So there is no animosity and tension between the Dodgers and the Angels. But still, I do think, big picture here, looking from 30,000 feet, this could end up being a positive sign for the Dodgers. Because one, if they're able to sign him in free agency, they're going to be able to keep all their prospects. Now, I do anticipate they are going to part ways with some of their prospects when they make a deal at the deadline, but those are going to be for guys that are on expiring contracts, the Lucas Giolito types. I don't anticipate them, say for maybe if they get Dylan Cease or a guy like that, I don't anticipate them bringing on someone that's going to be under team control for several years. If Nolan Arenado becomes an option, maybe they consider that. But as of right now, all those deals are unlikely. I mean, why else would you sign JD Martinez to a one-year deal, David Peralta to a one-year deal? You got Jason Hayward on a minor league contract. You signed Noah Syndergaard to a one-year deal. So this team has maintained their financial flexibility in large part because they knew Shohei Ohtani was going to be a free agent, and they knew they were going to offer him a big bag between $500 and $600 million. So this could end up being a positive for the Dodgers. But I think if you're a Dodger fan right now, instead of rooting against the Angels so they do trade him, I think you root for the Angels so they keep him. Get them as close as they can possibly get to that wild card berth. Keep him in Anaheim, and that way he doesn't get traded to a franchise like the Yankees or even the Giants or the Mariners or the Mets or any team out there that might have a chance to sign him, because the incumbent team, they always have an advantage. They would have a leg up, whereas if he ends up hitting free agency after finishing the year with the Angels, the Dodgers will be on a level playing field just like all the other teams. So if he doesn't go back to the Angels, Dodgers will be right there. And John Heyman said the exact same thing. All the insiders that I've talked to around Major League Baseball feel strongly that the Dodgers have a very good chance of signing Shohei Ohtani, but still, it's Ohtani. He's mysterious. That's part of the mystique around the guy, is that he keeps things close to the vest. So anyone that tells you anything about Ohtani, whether it be where he's going to end up, that's still an educated guess in my opinion, because it's not like he's telling his agents or sources or anything like that. Shohei Ohtani is not going to do anything of the sort, but I do think winning matters. Winning is a factor for Ohtani, and I know that you've seen the frustration with him recently, not giving a little fist bump to Anthony Rendon. He's still raking. He's still performing like the best player in the league, but he does not look happy in Anaheim, and I think he knows and realizes at this point that he's not going to be able to win a World Series with that franchise. Now, I will remind you that when Shohei Ohtani was in high school, he wrote down a very long and specific list with his goals, and one of his goals was when he turned 26 that he wanted to win a World Series. He wanted to win a World Series by 26. Well, I got news for you. Just turned 29 on July 5th. Still no World Series. Still no postseason experience. Still no postseason appearance to speak of. So he absolutely needs to find a way to get in the postseason, and whatever team gives him that experience this year, I think it could go a long way. So yes, one, the Dodgers could be at a disadvantage if he does get traded, but two, on the flip side, if he doesn't get traded, they keep their prospects and they'll be on a level playing field. So right now, if he's not going to be traded anywhere, that actually I think could bounce level playing field. But if you get traded to a franchise that has an inside track on signing him and has the financial muscle to get that done, then I think that you start to get concerned about Ohtani long term. Also, don't forget about the New York Mets. Artie Moreno hates Steven Cohen, and the New York Mets reportedly is not a fan of his either. Of course, they have Billy Epler. So Artie Moreno takes things personally. He wants to save face. But if I was an Angels fan right now, I'd be furious at Artie Moreno. I'd be livid at the fact that the Dodgers have so many elite prospects and you are not even considering it. You're not even picking up the phone. In my opinion, that's malpractice. To me, that is incompetent ownership by Artie Moreno, and I think that he would be best served by listening to every offer, creating the largest bidding war he could, and getting the biggest haul he could. Because look, Angel fans out there, they're going to be furious at the fact that why didn't you trade him last year when he still had a year and a half left of team control? You could have gotten a bigger haul than what the Padres got with multiple top 5 prospects for Juan Soto. No, instead, you wait until this season, and if you're going to keep him, fine. You still probably won't make the postseason. If you do, it'll probably be an early exit, and if you don't, you're probably not going to get a maximized return. So at this point, it's already too late, and I think long-term, yeah, if you're worried about the fact that Angels fans or baseball fans are going to say, oh, you're the guy that traded Shohei Ohtani. You're going to get the curse of the Ohtani. Forget the curse of Babe Ruth. It's going to be the Ohtani curse. Well, guess what? They're going to find some way to criticize you either way. They're just going to say at this point, you had Ohtani, the best player of this generation, one of the best players in the game at his peak, and you didn't even have a winning season. So you're doomed either way. I just think there's a bad move by Artie Moreno. I think this was a petty move, but we'll see how it works out for him and if he eventually does get traded. I mean, it's still a 25% chance that he's going to get traded anyway. I never believed he was going to get traded to the Dodgers. I think there's always a chance, but this confirms that. But I do still think the Dodgers, they have a puncher's chance, more than a puncher's chance, to get him in free agency. I think the Dodgers are committed to paying him whatever it takes. I think that decision was made a long time ago, and it's not, oh, they're paying all this money. No, this is an investment. The Dodgers realized that they could actually be on the positive side. They could be on the green with Shohei Ohtani. They could make money off him. Jersey sales, sponsorships, magazines. You're going to get branding benefits, the intangible benefits. When you look back at Ohtani 100 years from now, he's going to be wearing that Dodgers uniform. That goes a long way. So they realize that this is more of an investment. This is not a Carlos Correa type signing where last 5 years you're going to be losing money and hemorrhaging funds. No, they know that at his peak, Ohtani is going to be lighting up the cash register. Sure, get ready for $100 beers, $50 hot dogs, and $200 parking, but still, it's worth it to have Shohei Ohtani in Dodger blue because he's going to be such an exciting, transcendent player. Look, the other day, ESPN, they posted no baseball highlights all day until they finally posted a highlight of a Shohei Ohtani foul ball. That is how popular this guy is. That's how much he transcends the sport of baseball, and you're going to get that kind of attention on your franchise, and you're going to look back and see a historic team with Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts and Will Smith. I mean, all these guys, and Shohei Ohtani, it would be incredible, but hey, you're going to have to wait as of right now. Your Ohtani dream is going to have to wait until December, maybe January. So forget about Christmas and July because it's going to be Shohei no Ohtani for the Dodgers at the deadline. But let me know down below in the comment section, what are your thoughts on Artie Moreno refusing to trade Shohei Ohtani to the Dodgers, not even considering the possibility of it? Let me know down below. My name is Doug Mckain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. For all things Dodger baseball all season long, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see us post even more Dodgers content, smash that like button. And as always, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.